Hello, everyone. I'm Pete Wright with LexJet. Today, we're diving into the world of vehicle wraps, specifically what to consider when choosing the right printers and media for custom wrap projects. I'm joined by Paul Wagner. He's a solutions architect at HP and an expert on all things HP Latex printing. And Michelle Russell, she's a territory sales manager for Arlon, who brings a wealth of knowledge on selecting the right media for different wrap applications. Paul, Michelle, thanks for joining us today. How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you. How are you?
Very good. Paul, how are you doing today?
Doing very well, thank you.
Great. So let's start with the big picture. Why is vehicle wrapping such a strong business opportunity right now? And how does it stand apart from other types of large format graphics? Michelle, we'll let you start with that one.
It's really like imagining turning every mile that your business drives into 1,000 impressions. The power of vehicle wraps, unlike billboards or digital ads where they stay in one place, this is a moving billboard that never runs out of a budget. You're going to get 30 to 70,000 impressions, as opposed to for 24/7 for 3 to 5 years, as opposed to a digital ad that might only run for a year or 6 months or 3 months.
Perfect. Paul, what about you? What are your thoughts on that?
So vehicle wrapping, is a premium application. It's a high value application, meaning really high end image quality requirements and media conformability and so forth. But it's kind of unique in that it's been growing in popularity on the part of customers as well as sign shops and PSPs for many years. So over that period, wrapping has also evolved into a very competitive application. A lot of folks are in that space, and it does put a premium on production efficiency, really across all aspects. So that certainly includes things like the design component, the printing component, finishing, laminating, as well as installation, which is really a key component because of the challenges that various vehicle bodies will impart.
So, Paul, what makes HP latex printers ideally suited for vehicle wraps compared to other printing technology?
Well, there are several technologies that are pretty widely used in the wrap market, including latex. So we really talk about latex in terms of its generational evolution, right? So today we talk about fourth generation latex. That's been out now for several years, but it is unique with respect to other competitive ink chemistries, specifically things that are like eco-solvent, which we compete with, UV cured or UV gel, or even other resin chemistries. So one obvious advantage that latex delivers is instant dry and immediate lamination capabilities. And not just immediate lamination, but also immediate installation because the ink is being actively and fully cured inside the printer. This level of immediacy and turnaround really wouldn't be possible and frankly isn't possible with any eco-solvent chemistry. These inks require a minimum of 6 hours to, in some cases, as much as 24 hours to passively evaporate before things like lamination can be applied. So the efficiencies that latex delivers can be unmatched in many respects.
So when it comes to those latex inks, what is it that makes them handle the flexibility, the conformability, the easy installation, those types of things?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so latex inks are a little bit, again, of a different animal. So first and foremost, they're a very thin film layer. They're roughly about 3 microns thick, which is almost imperceptible when you feel the ink, but it does sit on the surface of the media. So this is a little bit different than, let's say, the way eco-solvent chemistry reacts with media and physically, chemically attacks the media, or the way that UV inks sort of stay on top of the media but develop ink towers, which are dimensional in nature. So latex offers really unrivaled stretch as well as rebound capabilities. So the ability to stretch it and then have it returned back to its original form, well beyond most competitive inks. As a sort of a proof point, if you will, these latex Gen 4 inks can actually be used for thermoforming applications. And in that case, that application demands over 200% elongation across all dimensions, all directions at the same time. And so it really is a powerful capability to sort of prove the elasticity of latex ink. The other thing is the current latex 630, 730, 830, and as well as the R530 printers all deliver vibrant, consistent, and repeatable color This is thanks to their pigment-enriched ink set, as well as the next-generation printed architecture that delivers smaller, cleaner, and more precisely placed dots.
Fantastic. Now, Michelle, we know Arlon pairs really well with HP printers. When it comes to choosing Arlon as the ideal media for using on car wraps, what is it that makes Arlon medias the ideal selection for that?
I mean, because of our FLITE technology in between HP's brilliant HP quality and the ease of use for whether it's your novice installer or your most experienced installer, the FLITE technology allows the ease of snap up and snapping back down that film with one person, which really creates, hands-free environment.
So now you talk about ease of installation. What is it when it comes to how installers are going to use this product that makes it so easy to install?
Well, because of the repositionability, the conformability, the removability, the snap up and the snap down, it really is the true definition of pressure, heat, and time. And what I mean by that is within 20 minutes, it's great. And within 24 hours, it's grand. And in 24 hours, that entire vinyl will wet out, which means that there's no air egress lines or anything that would affect the application. I mean, it's an installer's dream when you can do it with one hand and by yourself.
So a follow-up, and Paul, I'll go to you on this one. When it comes to HP Latex and Arlon, what makes this such a powerful pairing for this solution for vehicle wraps?
So Arlon's a longtime supplier in the industry and really a major manufacturer. They have come a long way in especially with the latest generation of FLITE air egress films, and really the image quality, the white point of the media. I really can't say enough about it. In fact, I was recently at an event here on the West Coast, talking to it was called RapsCon in Long Beach about 3 weeks ago. Was speaking to a number of prominent vehicle wrap installers about their preferences in terms of films as well as printers, and the vast majority, probably 2/3 of the people I talked to, specifically referenced Arlon films for the wrap applications as being one of their preferred films. In terms of the latex side of things, it really goes back to the efficiency again, as I alluded to earlier, right? So these inks are being actively cured inside the printer. We do that through the delivery of thermal energy acting upon the ink. That ink, or that heat rather, causes the base of the ink, which is water, to vaporize, after which that heat acts on the latex resin copolymer, forming an ink film that's lying essentially on the surface of the media, and again, instantly dry. So unlike, again, eco-solvent inks, latex inks do not affect the physical thickness of the media. They don't thin the media in the areas where they're being deposited, nor do they change the properties of the film's adhesives. This makes installation a lot more consistent across inked and uninked areas, and this is some of the reasons that latex is a preferred technology for vehicle wraps, as well as Arlon films.
So Michelle, what's your thoughts on the same question?
I really think it's great because you don't have to outgas. It's a installer and a shop owner's dream where I can actually have the quality of the vinyl and the technology of HP to be able to print and go straight to laminate and apply on the vehicle. At that point, the film installs itself, and it's a dream when you don't have to wait 24 hours to outgas because you have latex on an HP. That is, for a big shop, that's what I always recommend, because you're turning over jobs much faster than you are with solvent printers.
Yeah, and if you've got a parking lot full of cars, you want to get through those. If you're not getting through them, then obviously you're going to lose business. People aren't going to sit around and wait when they could go to somebody next door that maybe isn't as busy.
Well, I don't have room to make a mistake, and that's what the FLITE technology brings. The bonus is I can touch it to itself and unstick it without ruining the piece. Same thing with laminate or for latex. If I go and print and I mess up, I can just go print it and laminate and have another piece. When I was using the Mamaki, I got to wait 24 hours and tell the customer that, the car is delayed another day because I have to wait before I laminate it to outgas. So HP really gives me a smooth workflow in my environment in the shop. And now working for Arlon, I get to express that knowledge to customers as well.
Fantastic. Now, Paul, when it comes to the color and vibrancy, What is it in the HP Latex technology that ensures that they're going to get those colors that they're looking for?
Great question. So the current, fourth generation latex I alluded to before. First and foremost, there's differences between what we're doing today versus what we did previously. So first and foremost, on the ink side, we really have what we like to call a pigment enriched ink, which in almost all colors is literally a 50% higher pigment load than we used before. And there's some reasons for that we're able to do that. But the bottom line is that the ink carries a very, very dense pigment load. This significantly increases the color gamut that's possible, especially in more production print modes. And this is actually particularly the case on the warm side of the gamut, meaning colors like oranges and reds and yellows are far more vibrant than we were able to achieve previously. This extra pigment load also increases the real-world longevity of the inks. So we can achieve, in warranted scenarios, we can achieve as much as a 28% longer warranty than is possible with any competitive ink, including eco-solvent or UV inks.
So now, Michelle, we take Paul's technology and the latex, we put these beautiful colors down. We've got this fantastic looking wrap printed. What is it in Arlon's technology that once that's laid down on the vehicle ensures that it's going to stay sharp and it's going to last through UV wear and just day-to-day wear and those types of things? What is it that you guys have that just makes that last and makes that hold up?
Everyone knows that Arlon is known for their laminates. And this year we've upped our game by launching our new Vital 3370 series, which is a PVC-free, superior conformability, heat tolerance, highest gloss in the industry at the moment, with a 12 and 6-year durability, depending on where you are located in the country. And when you can promise somebody a 6-year horizontal or a 12-year vertical laminate that doesn't mold or cracking or mildew, now it's a game changer. And the fact that it's PVC free and it's sustainable, it even, helps carry Arlon's mission to, obviously be sustainable and the best product, the best service on the market. And not only that, this laminate has PPF-like qualities. So it allows you to scratch with your fingernails, your keys, and you go leave it out in the sun and the sun's going to disappear it for you. Or you could use a heat gun, a little bit of rubbing alcohol. The idea is that it's going to kind of self-cure. And with those capabilities in our laminates, it's protecting it from UV. It's giving your wrap and your whatever it is that you're using the film on, the longevity that you're looking for at a cost that it's affordable.
So that's great. We have great technology. So when we combine the HP Latex with those crisp, vivid colors, and we put them with the Arlon media, we know not only we're going to have a great looking wrap, but it's going to last a long time on the car. So let's get a little bit into the business side of things. And Paul, I want to go to you on this one. When it comes to scalability within a business, what is it that HP Latex can do in terms of taking a business and giving it ability to not only handle single car installs, but also do fleet installs as well?
Mm-hmm. Great. Yeah, there's several things here, some of which I think we've already sort of covered that ground, but I'll reiterate that. So, there are attributes of the inks and the printers themselves that do contribute to scaling a business and improving efficiencies and repeatability across the business. So, just a couple of points I'll mention. Number one, we talked about the instant dry properties of the inks themselves. This lends itself very well towards being able to print, laminate, and install same day, or in the event that there is a reprint that's necessary, to be able to do that pretty seamlessly. And that's actually further enhanced by all the current low volume machines we have that I already mentioned also have an internal front panel reprint capability, meaning you don't even have to go back to the RIP software and send the job downstream from the RIP for that reprint. This also yields efficiencies for fleet graphics, obviously, because you're doing the same vehicle again and again and again. And if you're looking for the same result on vehicle 2, 3, 4 as you got on vehicle 1, what better way to do that than to literally use the same data set that you printed with vehicle 1? And these printers support that through, again, front panel reprint across the portfolio.
So from the Arlon perspective, then, same type question, what is it that Arlon's doing to support installers in terms of choosing and making sure that they're putting the right Arlon product down that they're printing from the latex printers?
I mean, we have several education classes and workshops and showcases. Our Master the Wrap program, which is a 3-day extensive training program that we offer. We have Tech Time, Wrap It Right, all resources that are free that offer one-on-one time with a tech, live videos showing how to applicate. Even if a customer wants to understand the film a little bit better, they can sign up at their convenience at no cost. And literally one of our tech team members will get on face to face and answer any questions that they have. So we have a really good customer service team as well. So when you go to our website, the little chat feature, it's a real person. We don't have any bots. And on top of all of our great customer service at HQ, we have an amazing sales team, across this country that is out there every day in every shop, face to face saying, hey, we're here to help you. We're not here to change your cognitive wheel. We just want to help you and your business grow. We want to see where we can save you money, faster install times. So, we do have ways where we say, hey, you invest in us and buy 5 kits, we'll give you the class for free for our 3-day training programs. So there's opportunities that we make it feasible for whether it's the novice installer or, your beginner installer to be able to afford education and to help carry them through the business.
Fantastic. Now, when it comes to the business side, are there any success stories that either of you have heard that you'd like to share when you're pairing Arlon and HP within a business?
So before I worked at Arlon, I was an end user myself, and I worked for a very big shop here in South Florida. And one of our very big customers, I won't say exactly who it is, but they control all the concerts, if you get my drift. We used Arlon DPF 6700, and it's a 7-year film that's meant for extremely textured walls. And I was printing on HP 365s back then, 2 of them. And obviously great because I was printing nonstop for this venue, for this festival to go out. And we were wrapping box offices. I'm like, all right, this product is great. The customer wants to switch it every week, or every month or every year. And so the contract came out where, okay, we're going to switch this graphic every year. Well, due to the paint, the print quality and how it came out, the graphic was stuck perfect. And it looked like the day we put it on a year later, and the customer didn't want to change it. And 3 years later, the customer still doesn't want to change it because the print quality is great and the material is still sticking like the first day it was applied. So I would say that's a great kudos to an Arlon product and to an HP printer that, put out some big work for a very big name company across the nation.
So on one hand, you've got really great quality and hold up, but on the other hand, if you're a rapper and you're relying on that stuff to fail so that you can have to redo it, it's like, oh, well, at least I know it's going to hold up. So, I mean, for a repeat business where it's, hey, we want to change this for every concert, now maybe they don't have to. But for, somebody that's like, listen, I want to wrap this vehicle one time that's going to go up and down the interstate nonstop for fleets or whatever, knowing that they've got a case scenario where you can speak to something having lasted years and years and years, they know that it's going to hold up and look good when pairing those 2 technologies together for a long time and not have to rewrap it.
Correct.
So you're not getting the repeat business you want really quickly, but you are getting that longevity if you're on the other side as the customer.
I am getting the satisfaction of that my printer was doing its job and that the material that I purchased was doing its job. And it did a great job, both of them at that. So happy customer, happy job. It'll come again, right? It'll come back around. They'll come back and want to use that company again. And obviously that company still sources Arlon material because they're still in business.
Paul, how about you?
Well, I would sort of point to I think the FLITE technology that Arlon is using today is pretty unique. I think there's a sweet spot when it comes to initial tackiness that sometimes the manufacturer might miss that sweet spot a wee bit, making it overly tacky initially or less tacky than perhaps some other installers might prefer. And it really seems like Arlon has really hit this for both initial sort of new users as well as experienced users as well. And so again, I alluded to that. The majority of the folks that I talked to at Rapscom specifically called out that technology as being one of their preferred technologies when it comes to wrap films. Obviously, in conjunction with the latex technology.
All right. So last question. This one's for both of you. I'll start with you first, Michelle. Same question is going to be for you, Paul. If I'm a brand new business and I'm just getting into vehicle wraps, doing custom vehicle wraps, and I've got to make the decision, okay, I want to be able to print custom vehicle wraps and I want to pick the right printer and the right media. Why are HP and Arlon the ideal suited pairing to start with?
Well, the HP, because it's latex and I don't have to wait an X amount of time for it to outgas before I laminate. So my shop process is going to go faster, right? It's going to go smoother. And using the Arlon FLITE technology, which allows you for room for marginal error, it allows me to touch the film to itself, being able to unstick it. It allows me to pre-seam it on the table and apply it to the vehicle by myself and install it in one piece instead of panels. And the fact that I can pick it back up, snap up because of that FLITE technology and lay it back down. There's no really aggressive adhesive. It's the true definition of pressure, heat, and time. And between being able to make mistakes, being able to snap that film up, being able to laminate it in case I mess up again right after, those all are key ingredients of whether you're the best installer or you're a brand new installer. It's going to give you room to wiggle and to figure out your groove in the market.
Fantastic. And Paul, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think that was pretty well said, Michelle. The only thing I might add is I think Arlon and latex are a terrific pairing for vehicle wrapping. They offer superb image quality, efficiencies in terms of production, and a wide range of cast and even a few polyurethane films, which all provide excellent installation effectiveness.
Fantastic. Michelle, thank you so much. Paul, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you're watching this and you have any questions about Arlon Media or HP Latex printer technology, reach out to us at 804-LexJet. And for all of your printer and supply needs, check us out at LexJet.com.